ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले सोऽयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। मंत्रा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद श्री गुरुदेव की जय, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय, संकीर्तन यज्ञ की जय, संस्कृतम की जय। Okay, I disabled muting for everybody. So what we'll do is, let's not use the chat during the session, okay, because it distracts everybody. You can make a note in a paper if you have any question, or you can use this hand raise feature in Zoom, okay? So what I'll do at the end of each slide, I will check what are the hand raised. Then that slide itself, that time, if there are any clarifying questions for that particular slide, we can take it up immediately. If there are any logistical related questions like, okay, where is the recording, when is the recording, all those things, that we can do in question answers, okay? So we will take up only questions related to clarifying the topic. For that, you can use the hand raise feature in Zoom. Okay. I will not be able to see if you physically raise the hand because I may not see all the videos. Everybody's okay? Okay, thank you. I can see some nods. Okay. Hare Krishna. So welcome everybody for today's session. Thank you for spending your early morning time, and somebody it's Friday evening. Nice time in US. So let's begin our session number 3 for the Sanskrit for scriptural study. Session number 3, we are going to cover basics of Vibhaktis. Okay. And this is actually the most crucial session, perhaps in the whole series. That's why we are devoting this entire session just for diving deep into this. If we get this properly and do it properly, almost 90% of our Sanskrit knowledge is in our pockets or brains. Okay. So everybody listen very carefully. If needed, you can write notes. If you have any questions, you can use Zoom hand raise feature. Okay. End of the slide, I will check that and answer immediately. Okay. Okay, let's begin. So we'll just do a brief review with what we did last time. So we understood that, the translation is not a right way for Sanskritam because there can be infinite words and words can be generated again and again. There's no fixed limit. And the old acharyas would have used different or rather more difficult vocabulary to compile words. So it becomes like very complex if you just rely on translation. And first of all, it's impractical. It's not going to be exhaustive solution or all inclusive solution. So Pāṇini Maharshi, what he has done is he has analyzed the words and the patterns. Kind of he broke down or went inside the word and understood what are the patterns. Then he understood that all the words are actually forming from the verbal roots called dhatu. Okay, dhatavaha is the plural. Dhatuhu is a singular. So there are 2000 dhatus. So all the words are formed by adding something to the root words, because the meaning of the verbal root is coming in the words. See, for example, dukri karane, that's one dhatu. Okay, which means kru, it's used for doing action. So similarly, there are many words. Karta is also a doer. Karaka is a doer. Kartum means to do. Tikirsha means desire to do. Karoti means does. Kurvan is doing. So you can see that the verbal root is the meaning of the verbal root is spreading everywhere. Just that appearance is different and the meaning, ultimate meaning is different. So then this concept of base form and suffixes, that's what he used. That is already there in many other languages also, just to relate with what we have. For example, help is a word, but if you put full, it becomes helpful, beautiful. And in some cases, the original word changes. Like it's beauty, actually. Beautiful, the Y comes into I, like that. Similarly, when this transformation happens by adding a suffix, there is some changes in the original letter also. These are all based on Sandhi rules and other rules. Similarly, if you put less, the opposite meaning comes. Hopeless, fearless, careless. So now we understand, right? So what he has done is he has went inside the word and he's broken it apart. That's his logic. So if we understand his logic of how this is formed, then we can actually decipher words for eternity which were written in Sanskritam and which will be written in future. So that's the technique we need to understand of what is the base form and suffix. The whole series will be all based on that. Okay. And the suffixes may be terms which we have never heard before. So it feels like Greek and Latin. But when we keep repeatedly hearing, we can associate them with certain meaning. And that's called Sangya Padam terminology or technical terms. So we write it down and we hear again and again and utter them. So it becomes like part of our system. Like how in GRE, when we try to do GRE, right? The difficult words we have to memorize. Some very, very big words are there. Initially, it feels like, oh, what are these words? I don't even know. But we practice. We practice by writing, hearing again, again. We get it. So same thing. Okay. And we saw the pattern in this is called lut. Lut, he added a suffix called lut, by which actually the common pattern here is ana. Ana comes actually. Ana, not just nam. Ana comes in every word. Karanam, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Padasevanam, Archanam, Vandanam. So lut will actually generate the suffix ana. When added to kru, it becomes karanam. Okay. That the way how it happens, everything we will study later gradually. Of course, we will not study the steps involved because we are only taking the derived final forms. And another thing is that actually, if somebody loves mathematics, the way Pāṇini presents it will become very, very easy and very lovable for us because it's all actually equations. But if somebody hates mathematics in their school, then maybe there's a little bit something we need to work on it. Okay. Okay. So now what was Pāṇini system? Pāṇini system is about base form and suffixes. So base form is called prakritihi. Suffix is called pratyayaha. Okay. Prakritihi is a base form. Pratyaya is a suffix. Then only when both are combined, we get a bona fide word we can use in the Sanskrit language. Padam. That's called Padam. Of course, Padam in general means word. But now Pāṇini is telling what is the right word. It should have a base form and suffix. And there are 7 types of suffixes and they're total 480. But today, or rather, we are initially covering only 2 types of suffixes, which are supratyayaha, ting pratyayaha. Pratyayaha will become bahuvachanam. Pratyayaha is singular. Pratyayaha is plural because there are many. What are these? These are nothing but a name for a group of suffixes. That's it at this point. But today I will explain how the name came also. Because sometimes when we understand internals, it's easy to connect with them. Okay. So he made a rule. Suptingantam padam. This is the Vyakarana Sutra actually. It's saying the word should always end with a sup or ting. Antam means ending. Any bona fide word should end with a sup or a ting. Okay, that's what it's telling. And there are 21 supratyayas and 18 thing pratyayas. We will not be memorizing this pratyayas, but we will see the final application of them. Okay. So these are the two Sanskrit equations we need to memorize or write down or somehow recollect. What is that? Pratipadikam, which is nothing but in English we call it nominal stem, plus supratyayaha is equal to subanta padam or subantam padam. Okay. Sample examples for subanta padam are like Krishnaha, Krishnam, Krishnena, like that. All these words in the Vibhakti table we studied last time. And what is another equation? Dhatuhu plus verbal root. Dhatuhu is verbal root plus ting pratyayaha is equal to tingantam padam or tinganta padam. Okay. Example is akhadat, karoti, patati, like that. Okay. So essentially there are two ways. The first step, first Pratipadikam covers what we can think most of it as nouns, but actually there is another flavor to it we'll cover later. But we can think all the nouns are covered by Pratipadikam and all the action words, verbs are covered by the ting pratyayaha. Okay. So pratyayaha gives the nouns. You can think of it like that. Ting pratyaya gives the verbs. Okay. But there is a caveat in this. Okay. Don't, later we'll build on top of it. Okay. Of course, this is for sure. It's going to stick. Ting pratyayas always talk about verbs. But there are ways in which verbs can also take supratyayaha. So that's the reason, there's a little caveat there. Okay. Everybody's clear so far? So today we are going to work on only on the first equation. Pratipadikam plus supratyaya subantam padam, how it is formed, like that. That's it. Okay. So now, okay, nobody has a hand raised, so I'm going to go to the actual thing. So we are going to get into today's session of Vibhaktis basic. Okay. Then what are Vibhaktis? Vibhaktis are nothing but, okay, Vibhaktis are Sanskrit suffixes for word declensions. Okay, the table we taught, Rama table, right? That is called, in English, it's called declension table. Or in Sanskritam, it's called Shabda Pataha. Okay, Shabda Pataha. Okay, that's what we call it. Okay, but it's called declension table. Vibhaktis are nothing but the suffixes which are added to make the table. That's it. Okay. Of course, in grammar, Vibhaktis actually means it's a division. Actually, nothing but a division. Okay. I will tell you how it is. So, how many are there? 21 of them. And 21, now we break it. It means group of 7 groups of 3 each. Okay. 7 cross 3 is equal to 21. What are the 3? The vachana. Ekavachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana. So for each of the vachana, there are 7 of them in the rows. Okay, so now I will, this may be little technical, but just you understand this, then you will understand why the name Sup has come. Because some people like to understand, why this name came. So there is a sutra in Pāṇini Sutra, which actually lists all the 21 suffixes in one sutra. So generally, children, who are studying from childhood, they memorize the Sutra Pata. They memorize this whole thing. Anybody can say very fast like this. Su aujas auchas tabhyam bis nebhyam byas nasibhyam byas nas os mi os sup. So I am telling little slowly, but children, they can do very fast without making any mistake, and they tell everything very fastly. Okay. So that's how they memorize all these things. But we don't need to memorize, don't worry. But I just want to show you how the division happens. So if you just take 3 of them, that all will be in the divisions. So the first vibhakti or prathama vibhakti is the first 3 suffixes. Dvitiya vibhakti is the next 3. That's why I have color coding. So you can, break them out in the 3 buckets. And don't need to memorize this. Don't worry about it. But I just want to tell you how the name has come. Okay, the sup is a name, correct? Sup is nothing but the collection of these 21 suffixes. So it starts with the su here and with the pa. It's a short form. Sup is saying, whenever he says sup, is collectively indicating these 21 suffixes. Because it starts with a su, ends with a p. This is called pratyaharaha. Okay, later we will discuss pratyaharas more in detail because we have to talk about Maheshwarani Sutrani. But this short form in Sanskritam is called pratyaharaha. Okay. So you understand, everybody understood how the name sup has come, right? Because this 21 suffixes begins with a su, ends with a pa, p, so it became sup. That's why it's called supratyayaha. Okay. The technical name is supratyayaha, suffixes. Okay, good. So next, what do they mean? They are not useless things which are added to a word. They have some context. So that is action-based context plus cardinality. See, for example, the su is indicating ekavachanam. Is indicating ekavachanam. The first one always indicates ekavachanam. And the first row indicates doer. Okay, prathama vibhakti. Second row indicates that he is an object. So there is a meaning and as well as the cardinality is indicated by the suffix. So suddenly if you say bhyam, it indicates that it's actually tritiya vibhakti and vivachanam. Two people are indicated and it also indicates a meaning. So that's the meaning we are going to understand today. Okay, because last time we didn't discuss the meaning of each of the rows. Okay, so now coming to mathematic or Sanskrit equations. So how, again, back to our original formula, Pratipadikam plus Supratyayaha is equal to Subantam Padam. So Pratipadikam is nothing but Rama. We tell, right, initially, Akarantaha Pullingaha Rama Shabdaha. So whatever we tell before the Shabda is the base form. That is nothing but Rama in this case, without the Visarga. Please note. Without the visarga, that is a pratipadikam. That's a base form. So this form should not be used in a sentence. Raw forms should not be used in a sentence. So Rama has to be added a suffix. The Vishnu. There is a Prakriti. Now you add a Vishnu, Pratyayaha. Then Su, it becomes Ramaha. So the su au just, there are again additional transformations which ultimately result in su au us. Okay, you don't need to worry how this came from into this and everything. That's a higher level, deeper technical, Vyakarna related discussions. But all I'm showing is Rama plus su becomes Ramaha, Rama plus au becomes Ramau, Rama plus us becomes Ramaha. Just one thing if you can remember is whenever su is there, usually it comes into Visarga eventually. There's that much if you remember, then it becomes easy for you. Here Rama plus A plus Visarga, Ramaha. That's it. Okay. Anyway, we will not work on how these words are formed, but this is just to show the equation in play. So now Rama, take the first row, then become first row for us. Prathama Vibhakti comes. Rama takes the second row, then you get Tritiya Vibhakti. Okay. So what are these Vibhaktis again? So everybody is clear so far? Any questions here?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. I
Yes,
couldn't
Mataji.
hear. So, Mataji, the third, I don't know what I'm saying. The third vibhaktis you showed on the screen, ja, sa, which is jasa, but in Bahuvachanam you are writing a sa, so which is a, so Rama. So how it's different? I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm trying to.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. There are Vyakarana Sutras by which the jas gets converted into us, or actually the ja gets removed. That's called lopaha. That's a technical thing. Don't need to worry about it now. All you just try to understand the mechanics of it. Okay? Because you're not going to memorize this, you're not even memorizing this. All you're going to memorize is this final form. This just for your extra understanding.
Thanks so much.
Eventually, if you get the taste for Vyakarana and if you go to higher studies of Vyakarana, there anybody can show you this. Like that.
Okay,
Okay,
thank
don't
you,
worry.
Mata.
Okay. Okay, then Balaganesh
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah.
Mataji,
Yeah.
can you explain in high level, how this is coming, like in
How the sa is
Ekvachanam, it's
becoming.
ending, it's Mataji, Visarga, little interesting.
No, yeah, that will be too technical, Prabhuji. We don't want to discuss
Mm.
here. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'll do, if you can raise this in the question answers, if you have time, okay, then I will show you how it is formed using the sutra. Okay. We don't want
Okay.
to kind of go very deep now because for some people it will be very too much for them. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so whatever we wanted to remember is that ending form, right, Mataji? Rama, Rama,
Yes,
Rama. That's it.
yes,
Okay.
correct. That's it. Yes. Okay, next. Who else? Radha Jyoti Mataji, you have any question?
Hare Krishna Mataji, my humble obeisances to you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Mataji, could you give some understanding? So, is my understanding correct that in Sanskrit, the words are based on only dhatus and there are types of dhatus, or there are only 2000 dhatus? How is it?
There are only 2000 dhatus. Okay. Within the dhatus, there are divisions. They are called Parasmaipadi, and there are other kind of divisions within that we'll discuss later. Don't worry about it. There are only 2000
So,
dhatus.
so only 2000 dhatus, and then the words will be formed around those dhatus, and there are types in that, and that's how Sanskrit is built. So there will be a lot of
Yes.
grammar involved in it. That's what you're going to explain, right? Because I'm not able
Yes.
to catch, I didn't do revision, but I'm trying to understand what you're trying to tell us, so that when I sit and study, I'll understand the gist later on.
Okay.
But I was just trying to
Yes.
catch it.
Okay. That's
And
not.
Mataji, last time you showed a table to us, you remember? We had Sanskrit till 10th. So here we memorized those tables in our childhood, like gacha, gachanti, gachinta,
Yes.
like all those we have learned that. So that is the building up of all the grammars, right? The gach
Yes,
is
Mataji.
the root.
See, Mataji, you should follow the previous session and you should just focus on the questions on today's session, Mataji. Otherwise, see, I'm taking a break in middle of the session, so it should not be too much for other people. Okay. So you follow
Okay.
slowly the curriculum nicely. Okay. Do your revision, understand nicely. If needed, hear the recording. Okay. Anything clarifying for the current slide, please ask. Okay, Mataji? Thank you. And
It's
Gachati
clear,
tables.
Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. Yes, ma'am.
Gachati tables are dhatu tables that will cover next slowly. Okay, that's it.
Only question was gach is a dhatu, right? So here crew you showed for that gach
One
will
second,
be that
Mataji.
dhatu.
Yes.
Okay,
No, Gach is not a dhatu. Dhatu is gum. Gamil. Okay, that's different. That finally it comes to Gachati. That's different. Okay. Let's not talk other things other than this slide, Mataji, please. Anybody else who raised their hands, if it's not related to the slide, please, put your hand down. Otherwise, okay, I don't know. Maybe there are too many. Krishna. Okay, I'll just ask Navdeep Prabhu. Others questions maybe we'll take later then. Navdeep Prabhu.
Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, this slide, Pratipadikam, where we say Rama, Ramo, Ramaha. Do we need to memorize this, or we will be able to just by looking at it, we'll know whether it's a singular, plural, or dual?
Did you attend previous sessions, Prabhuji?
Yes, I did. So
what was I gave a homework to memorize the Rama table, no?
Yes, but I'm seeing that, okay, if there's another word than Rama, let's say it's a different word, which I have not memorized, how will I know if it's a dual or?
Yeah. Today we'll cover that, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you.
If there's other word, how will you map it? We'll cover it today. Okay. So, see, I want only questions. Okay, I think everybody is clear with the concept. Based on the questions, I can understand. They're going beyond this and asking. So I'll just move on. Okay. So let's
Mataji,
go.
just one question on this slide only. If Hare Krishna.
Okay. Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So Mataji, that Pratipadikam, it's written Ram, but I think you're pronouncing Rama. Will pronounce as a Ram or Rama?
Okay. Prabhuji, one thing, I will take your help. Actually, can you repeat after me? Everybody can mute and repeat. People are making mistake how to pronounce this. Okay, Prabhuji, repeat after me. Pratipadikam.
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 Okay, so there's a dirgha here. Okay, Pratipadikam. So now the thing is, with the Hindi background, usually the letter at the end gets cut. It's called Ram. They call Ram. But in Sanskritam, the Akara is inside. Actually, I should have started the series with the letters. But the thing is, for some reason, we went this direction. And today also, I wanted to introduce the letters, but this itself will be too much. So I'm pushing the letters to next session. So next session, we are going to cover all the letters from beginning, how to pronounce in Sanskritam. So this is not Hindi. In Sanskritam, the akara should be pronounced. It's Rama.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Akara
Okay,
should not
Mataji.
be removed. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Okay.
move on. Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, so what is the meaning of this Vibhaktis then? Let's move to that one. Okay, because we talked about meanings, right? So this is the big table. This also you don't need to memorize, but this for understanding. So Prathama, the first row. So what these are called divisions, no? This also you should know how to pronounce. So what I'll do is maybe one person can repeat after me. Who can repeat can raise their hand. Who wants to follow me? Okay, Aryan Prabhuji, you can repeat. Okay, so I will tell Prathama, you tell 2 times same word, and others can mute and repeat, okay? 2 times you have to tell Prabhuji, okay? Prathama,
Prathama, Prathama,
Dvitiya,
Dvitiya, Dvitiya,
Tritiya,
Tritiya, Tritiya,
Chaturthi,
Chaturthi, Chaturthi,
Panchami,
Panchami, Panchami,
Shashti.
Shashti, Shashti,
Okay, Saptami,
Saptami, Saptami,
Sambodhana Pratama.
Sambodhana Prathama,
Okay, good.
Sambodhana Prathama.
Very good. Thank you, Prabhuji. Very nice. Okay, so these are all actually Trilinga padas. So that's why Dirgha is there. Prathama, Dvitiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi. Okay. So we need to know how to pronounce them properly. That's why we did this exercise. Okay. So these are nothing but Prathama means first. These are first row, second row. It's like first division, second division, third division. So division of the 21 into multiple divisions. That's it. Okay, and many of us know this. For example, Ganesh Chaturthi, we know. Okay, Pancha, what is this? Pancha Tattva, we know 5 of them. Shad Goswamis, Sapta Rishayaha. So based on that, you know already intuitively, you know what they are actually. But only thing is we need to know the Rama Shabda in these ways. Okay, okay. So now let's get to the meaning. So Prathama indicates the doer. Okay, doer, the person who does. So whenever we have to tell somebody is doing something, then we can use the Prathama form. Of course, again, there is a caveat. This is only in active voice. It's a passive voice, the form will be different. So later, in the later sessions, we'll cover that. At that time, remember, if you tell, oh, Mataji told Prathama should be always the doer, should be in Prathama, then somebody will question there. So there's a caveat that only in active voice means, like for example, Rama goes to forest. Passive voice is, forest is visited by Rama. Okay, there we use a different vibhakti. But for now, for simplicity, we can assume that Prathama form is a doer. Okay, we have basically made it simple. Okay, so how Ramaha vanam gacchati, because Rama is doing actual going of the forest, going to the forest. So we use the form Ramaha. It's for the doer. Okay. Dvitiya we use for, these are all English cases also. If you have studied in English the names, you'll be able to relate with this. Okay. Just for your information, it's accusative, means it's like they are accusing this person. You can think like that, or the person who gets affected by that action. Okay, that's an object in English. Okay, so basically in Hindi it's like karta karma, like that. Okay, Sita Ramam Pashyati. Sita sees Rama. So even though Rama doesn't get transformed by this action, in Sanskrita grammar, he gets a karma sanya, or he gets the designation of an object. Okay, Sita is seeing Rama. Sita is doing the action. So the person whom she is seeing will become the object. Very clear? Okay, just focus on the green words, because that's what is related to the Rama Shabda we taught. Don't worry about other words, because Sita we didn't teach you. Okay, that's fine. Next, Tritiya is instrument. Okay, like we for doing anything, for example, I eat with a hand, or boy plays aham hastena khadami, I eat with the hand, or balakaha kandukena kelati, boy plays with the ball. So we use some instruments for padabhyam chalami, I walk with the legs. So like that, we use some instruments to do some actions. Always, what is this? Kumbhakaraha dandena ghatam nirmati. The pot maker makes the pot using a stick. Okay, like that. So we use some instruments for actions. So that instrument should be Tritiya Vibhakti, instrumental case. So for example, Rama killed using an arrow. That's an instrument. Ramaha Bhanena. Okay, Bhanena Maritavan. Okay, using a arrow, Rama killed. That's what it is happening here. So he used an arrow. But who is the killer? Rama. So that Ramaha is Pratama Vibhakti. Okay, next. Because he gets a doer here, Pratama Vibhakti. Now, Chaturthi is dative. Like, for example, if you give something to anybody, like for example, Raja gives a donation to a Bhikshukaha or a beggar. So that person who receives the donation or the object which is giving is Chaturthi. That's a simple meaning. Of course, there are many other ways these Vibhaktis are used. That will become Vibhakti advanced lesson that we will cover in module 3. But here we are doing basic understanding of Vibhaktis. So why we are memorizing, how we can immediately use the table, okay? And especially what we commonly see in Shastras is that whenever Namaha is used, we need to use this form. So now we can recollect and go through all the shlokas. You will see everywhere Chaturthi is used. Ramaya Namaha. Okay. That means a person who is a beneficiary, who is the recipient of that object. Here, Rama is the recipient of my obeisances. Okay. He is the one who's receiving my prayers. So he gets a beneficiary. So with Namaha, definitely we have to use Chaturthi, or Mata Balakaya modakam dadati. Mata gives for the child a sweet. So the Mata is giving, she's a doer, but child is receiving the sweet. So the child should be Balakaya. Okay, Chaturthi. Okay, that's what it is. And if you now try to go to some shlokas, we see this shloka, right? Namah Pankajanaಭಾಯ, Namah Pankajamaline, Namah Pankajanetraya, Namaste Pankajangre. See? Pankajanaಭಾಯ, Pankajamaline. So there the form is different because it's a Nakaranta Shabda. Don't worry, that will come later. Now, Nama Pankajamaline, Nama Pankajanetraya. Okay? Namaste Pankajangre. Okay, his lotus feet. That's also another word. That's why it becomes Panka Angre. But you can at least understand whenever Nama is used, all the forms what you're seeing are Chaturthi. Maybe it's a different table which you didn't memorize. No problem with that. We will eventually get to that. Okay? Clear. Now, what is Panchami? Panchami is whenever there is a separation or whenever there is a source. See, Himalayat Ganga Utpadyate. Okay, from Himalaya, Ganga has risen. Okay, so then the source which is stationary, that becomes Panchami. For example, Rukshat Phalam Patati. The fruit falls from a tree. Then the tree which is stationary gets Panchami. Ramat. Ramat Jagat Utpadyate. From Rama. World came from Rama. Okay, the source of separation. Okay, whenever there's a separation, the source or the stationary object has to be indicated in Panchami Vibhakti. And Shashti. Shashti is actually used for possession. This is a commonly used thing. Like, okay, my book, Mama Pustakam, right? Or we can say, Ramasya Dhanu Asti. Rama has a bow. Or Rama's bow exists. Literally, if you have to translate this, Rama's bow exists. Okay, that's what it is. But actually, in English, we say Rama has a bow, possession. Okay, whose book is this? Mama pustakam. Kasya pustakam. Mama pustakam. Like that. Kasya danuhu. Whose book? Whose bow? Rama's bow. Like that. Right? So possession or relationship. Okay. Like for example, Krishnaha Nandasya putraha. Relationship. Nanda's child or Nanda's son. Like that. Okay. Then Saptami is used for location. Okay. Or in English, it's also preposition. Whenever we have to tell an object in relation with another object, that's when we use this. Like it's for in, on, at, whom, or what, like, in English. Okay, of course, if you see in English, what is used in many, many places. That's the reason it's confusing or it's flattened. But in Sanskritam, we have to understand the context. Then you can see you have to use a different form when you have to mean different things. Okay. For example, here, Rame mama bhakti asti. In Rama, I have devotion. Okay. Rame. In Rama. Whenever A is there, immediately you should think in Rama, Rama. See, for example, the first verse in Bhagavad Gita. Dharma kshetre kurukshetre. Now you apply this logic. In Dharma kshetra, in Kurukshetra. That's it, done. We don't need to do translation. We already know when Saptami is used, it's indicating location. So meaning automatically comes to us. Okay. Next, last one, Sambodhana. Even though there are 8 rows, there are only 21 Vibhaktis, right? Why? Because the first row Vibhaktis are applied here. But that's for clarification, because somebody will ask that question. Okay. But what does it mean? It means vocative. Like if you are calling somebody from far, hey Rama, Mam Rakshatu. Oh Rama, please protect me. Hey Krishna, Mam Rakshatu, please protect me. Like that, affectionately we are addressing that person. Oh Rama, please protect me. Okay. Of course, you will not be able to assimilate all this in one lesson. That's the reason you need to work on it. Try to do your own ways to assimilate this knowledge. Okay. So in the first session, as I mentioned, right, the child is very hungry and he's crying, I want food. Mother will make a nice, beautiful meal. She comes and she even mixes it and puts it in the mouth. But the child has to do the chewing and child has to do the digestion. Okay. So there is no point in repeating the session again. Recordings are available. Please listen. And we have study groups. Please discuss. You can even translate all this into your other languages and understand it in different ways, because this concept is there in all Indian languages. Hindi and Bengali, this concept is always there. So you can make this table with your local languages and try to understand and try different ways, hook or crook. Ena kena pyupayena mana Krishna niveshayet, right? This Parikshit Maharaj, or rather, Narada Muni tells to Yudhishthira Maharaj, somehow or the other, place Krishna in your mind. Like that, somehow or the other, now we have to assimilate this knowledge into our brains or mind or heart. Okay? But I will give you some tools in this session itself. Okay, let's see. So, what is the golden mapping? Okay, the golden mapping is this. Even though we need to memorize all the 3 columns, at least let's begin with memorizing the first column, what they mean. Like this table is actually will be part of your homework, because the quiz will be there in next session, where I can ask, what is Dvitiya Vibhakti of Rama? You should be able to tell Ramam. And if I tell Ramaya, you should tell Chaturthi Vibhakti. Along with meaning, the context, it is used as a beneficiary. So this table, you screenshot it and you print out it, put it everywhere in your house. Keep meditating on this whole week, but we need to get this for sure. What is the row? Like what is the form and what does it mean? Okay, and here I've given you, because many of the people are also from Hindi, I've given you the Hindi meaning also. So doer is Ram ne kiya, Ram ko kiya, Ram se, instrument, Ram se, baan se maar dala. And Ram ke liye, bacche ke liye mata ne sweet diya. Okay, my Hindi is fully accented, forgive me, but that's how, Telugu background. But anyway, Ram se Jagat, Agata or in Sanskritam, but Ram se Jagat, I don't know what is the Hindi word for produce. But, उत्पन्न, ओके गुड. राम से जगत उत्पन्न हुआ. ओके, राम का भक्त हूं मैं. ओके, राम में भक्ति है मुझे. और हे रामा, मुझे मेरा रक्षा करो. ओके, so that's it. Understand, right? So with this, all of this, and you can now convert into different languages in our own native languages, and you'll be able to map it. And here also you see, right, the say is used in both places, Prathama as well as Panchami. So that's why Sanskritam, there is no room for confusion. There is a different vibhakti for different case or different meaning. So there is nothing to confuse about. Okay, that's it. Now we'll go to the next part because because I'm going to give you tools how to remember this. Okay. Okay. Before that, Archana Mataji, you have any question?
Yes, Mataji. Sorry, I just want to know this Sambodhan one mein we are using Hey Ram, but there is no Visarg. But in Prathama Vibhakti we are using Ramaha, Ramo, Ramaha. But Sambodhan mein
Yes.
Dvivachan and Bahuvachan is Ramo, and Ramaha, Hey Ramo, Hey Ramaha. But why Visarg is missing in Hey Ram?
Mataji, these are the ways the words are formed. Okay. We cannot tell why it is like that, So basically, there are rules Pāṇini has used to explain how it happened. But that is an advanced lesson. But that's how the language has been used since time immemorial. See what Pāṇini has done. Pāṇini has not created words. The language exists. So what Pāṇini Maharshi has done is created rules to create the existing language and also to create new words. That's what Pāṇini Maharshi has done. So since time immemorial, whenever people have to address somebody, they use without vibhakti, without visarga, sorry. Hey Rama, like that. Understand? And this is not Hindi. So we should tell Hey Rama, not Hey Ram. Okay? Okay, continuing. Can you all hear me?
Now we can hear you.
Yeah. Now we
Yeah.
can hear now.
Yeah, I just discovered that my internet dropped just now. So I re-enabled it. I think it's very good because otherwise we'll miss the part of the session. Okay, so let's get into ways to remember. Okay, then we'll take the questions at the end. So actually, before we go to some more technical things, because we are already, I think our head is heated up. Okay, so I want to share breaking news I heard, which actually kind of shattered my heart. So I thought all of you are my, kind of like-minded friends. So I thought I'll share something. So everybody's okay? Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
So this is our breaking news that I heard that somebody broke something. Okay. So my friend has told that, hey Mitra, my friend, they're addressing me. Oh, my friend, Krishnaha. See, the number in the bracket is the vibhakti. Okay. Krishnaha, Gokule, in Gokula, Gopasya Gruhat, from the house of a Gopa. See, from the house of a Gopa, Gopasya, of a Gopa. Vanaraya, just for the sake of a monkey. For the sake of a monkey, Dandena, with a stick. Navanitam, butter. Chorayati. Okay? So this is our breaking news. Krishna broke a pot. News of a breaking of a pot. Okay? Okay. So with this, there is one single phrase statement by which we can understand all the vibhaktis. So if you can just memorize this statement, then you will know all the forms by heart. Okay. So, and actually the thing which broke my heart when I heard this news is that Krishna, how can, just for the sake of a monkey, do this act of stealing, which is not considered a very good thing in the world? It's not morally correct, and forever people are going to call him thief, chor, Makan chor, at the risk of his own reputation, just to feed this hungry monkey. He has done this activity. Then I was thinking like this, why did Krishna do this? Then somebody told me that because he's practicing his thieving activity from childhood, just how Sanskrit or any subject has to be studied from childhood so we can become expert. Krishna started stealing, so he could become expert later on. He can steal garments, he can steal people's hearts, he can steal their punya, he can steal their papa, so much so that he'll steal our hearts. And see, don't take this innocent smile, okay? Don't get attracted to this innocent smile. He's going to steal our heart, he's going to break our heart that finally we don't have anything. Akinchani Kritya. He'll make us destitute, that we don't like to do anything. We don't like to go to Swarga. We don't like to go to Naraka. We don't like to enjoy in this world also. That we will be running after him, Krishna, Krishna, like that. And finally, he will not even come in front of us. So that's his tricks. So don't ever get in enchantment with this boy. Okay, naughty boy. Okay, so be careful. That's the breaking news. So be aware of this boy. Okay. So now, after this breaking news, what we'll do, let's try to understand the statement which my friend told me and put it in a way we can memorize this. Actually, I forgot so much that poets are actually writing songs about his thievery, and he became the most expert thief. Bilvamangal Thakur says, Raje prasiddham navanita choram. Then गोपाङ्गनानां च दुकूलचौरम् अनेकजन्मार्चितपापचौरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि. So he became the best of the thieves. Chaura agraganyam, expert thief. That's why finally in the Chaurashtakam, Bilvamangal Thakur says, I am going to arrest you, because what the punishment we should give to the thief? We should arrest him in the prison. So I will arrest you in my heart, which is dark of ignorance, and I'll keep you forever, and there's no way you can escape from there. That's the only punishment we should give to this boy. Okay. So now let's get into this. Okay. So Hey Mitra, Krishna Pratama Vibhakti. This is in a prose order. Hey Mitra, Krishna Gokule Gopasya Gruhat Vanaraya Dandena Navanitam Chorayati. So Krishna ne Gokul में गोप का घर से गोप का घर से बंदर के लिए विद द स्टिक दंडेना बटर चुराया है, माखन चुराया है. That's a Hindi. And in English, Krishna steals butter. English, the order changes. That's the reason, even if you read Vyakyanas of the Acharyas, if you can find a Hindi commentary, it's much better. You don't kind of go away from the space. But if you read English, you will completely go into different space. Of course, you can use it for if you want to get little meanings, but I'm just my experience I'm sharing. Okay, oh Krishna, sorry, oh friend, Krishna steals butter using a stick, like what is Dandena, from the Gruhat, Gopa's house in Gokula for the monkey. Okay, this Gokule. Yes. So if you can just memorize this shloka along with the meditation of the image, right? This not shloka actually, sentence. Then you will get all the forms, ekavachanam, and you will get the context, everything right for you immediately. Okay, that's one way. I'm giving you tools to remember. And now let's revisit this table again, and I'll put everything in a mapping. Okay, so this I've already explained, so you can revisit this later, but we have discussed this already, so I don't want to explain this again. Dandena means using a stick, instrument. This is subject, object. Okay. Vanaraya for the monkey. Kiske liye? Bandar ke liye. From the house. From where will we steal? Okay, Gruhat. Okay, but in where is it located? In Gokula. Okay, that's it. Then another way Acharyas have helped us is they have created shlokas where all the vibhaktis are in place. Okay, this is a shloka on Krishna, but there is a shloka on Rama, there is a shloka on Gaura, there is a shloka on Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Rupa Goswami. I think our Hari Parshad Prabhu has written them. But Rama, Krishna, Gaura, our Acharyas have written. So homework for you is you can actually research, find the shlokas, and also understand how the vibhaktis are coming into play. Okay, but here this is one shloka I used to teach our kids when they were small. So I will try to recite this shloka. Krishno rakshatu no jagatraya guru Krishnam namadhvam sada Krishnena akhila shatravo vinuhataha Krishnaya tasmai namaha Krishnadeva samuttitam jagaditam Krishnasya dasosmyaham कृष्णे तिष्ठति विश्वमेतदखिलं हे Krishna rakshasa maam. Okay, so that's the shloka. So now the one in green is the Vibhaktis. Okay, so what when like 8 years back when I was trying to teach Vibhaktis to our children, this is such a complicated concept, right? All of you also may be scratching your head. How will I remember this? And they are like only maybe 6 years like that. How will I teach this to the kids? So somehow Krishna inspired me, and I was able to come up with some poem associating the vibhakti and the meaning and the form together. So if somebody of you, if you are children and you like to learn using a poem, this may help you. So these are the three techniques for you to help you remember. One is the statement of Krishna breaking news. Second one is the shloka by the Acharya. Third one is a poem. So you can choose whichever way, yena kenapi prakarena, and figure out how to memorize this. Okay, so I'll try to sing this poem for your pleasure. Prathama is the doer, Krishno rakshatu no. Dvitiya is the object, Krishnam namadhvam tada. Tritiya is the instrument by Krishnena akhila shatravo vinihata. Chaturthi is the beneficiary to offer, Krishnaya tasmai namaha. Panchami is the source from Krishna deva samuthitam jagadidam. Shashti is possession relationship of among Krishnasya dasosmyaham. Saptami is location time in on between Krishne tishtati vishvametadakilam. Sambodhana is affectionately calling you, Hey Krishna rakshasa. Hey Krishna rakshasa maam. Okay, I didn't explain the shloka, right? So I will tell you here. Prathama is the doer. What we are telling is rakshatu means let he protect. Okay. Here there is a vibhakti or what to say, visarga transformation. Because of that, the Krishna became Krishno. But actually it's Krishna. So Krishna, let the Krishna, Anaha means us. Let Krishna protect us. That's what the first line is saying. Second one is saying, everybody, always, sada, always, Krishnam namadvam. Everybody, please pay obeisances to Krishna all the time. That's what he's telling. Third one is saying, Krishnena akhila shatravaha vinihataha. By Krishna, all the enemies are killed. Okay, that's the third line. Krishnaya tasmai namaha. See again, namaha is there, that's why Krishnaya. Tasmai, unto him, unto Krishna, who is Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead, let us play obeisances. Krishnat eva samuttitam jagadidam. From Krishna only. See, there is again transformation. From Krishna only, this whole world has arisen. Okay, paida hua or produced. Krishnasya dasaha asmi. Aham Krishnasya dasaha asmi. I am Krishna's servant. Okay. Krishne tishtati vishvametha takilam. This entire world is residing in Krishna only. Right? Hey Krishna, oh Krishna, rakshasvamam, protect me, please protect me. Okay, that's a meaning. Okay. So now we'll go to the Shabda. Before we go that, we are going to the next concept. We are already 1 hour into it. Krishna. Okay, I will take one question. Okay, K.R. Mataji, can you ask one question if it's related to this topic?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Mataji, can you go back to the previous slide? Correct. So here, if we see the sequence, right, 1765. So what I was unable to understand is, for example, if you have to form a statement, right, in a Sanskrit using this concept, how, because this statement is not coming in a sequence like first vibhakti, second, third, not like that, right? Yes. So how we will, because this statement like 176, it is like it's not in a sequence. So I was
Prabhuji,
just
sorry. Yeah, I understand your question. Sorry to cut you off. I will try to answer. Okay, Prabhuji? Okay.
Yeah.
So did you understand did you hear the last session? I think you were there, Prabhuji, no? Kamaniya Prabhu?
Yes.
Kamaniya Krishna.
Yes. Yes.
So there we talk about a concept called free word order. Okay. So
Okay.
Sanskritam is free word order. So any word can be put anywhere, the meaning will remain the same. Okay. You can revise the topic
Okay.
anywhere if you want. You can revise that video also. So even if I put like, hey Mitra, Krishnaha, Vanaraya Gokule, Gruhat Gopasya, Dandena, Navanitam, Chorayati, also meaning will be same because the context is associated within the word. Okay, you can revise that
Okay.
concept again.
Perfect.
And
Okay.
other thing you to remember is there is a natural word order, which is karta and karma and kriya. So the main basic what suggestions or recommendations our acharyas give is first always put a karta, Krishna, and karma and kriya. Okay, and rest of the other related things with respect to the action should be before the karma. Okay, they didn't tell put always a location second, third one should be for Shashti. They didn't, nobody gave the direction for that. Only suggestion, recommendation they have given is like rules and how we don't have rules and regulations for chanting, but recommendation is to Mana Samharanam Krishna, right? So we focus and do. Similarly, there's a free word order. Anywhere you place, meaning will be same. But the recommendation is karta, karma, and kriya, and all other things related to the same action should be between the karta and karma. That's it.
So,
And
so
this
if I
is,
say Krishna Gopasya Gokule, that's also right. Correct?
yes, correct.
Perfect. Okay.
Yes.
Now thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. So let's move on, please. Then, we have to cover some more concepts. Then we'll come back to questions. Okay. Okay. Shabda Pataha, because I have to give you some extra homework also. So Shabda Pata is the tables, right? That we memorize. So we discussed the Rama Shabda. Now we will see how the other Shabdas are mapped into it. Because one Prabhuji asked, I forget, I think Navadvi Prabhu asked, if there is another word, how will I tell? Correct? So that's why I'm trying to cover this because you already, hopefully all of you try to memorize this. So this knowledge will help you further. So Anya means other. Anya Akaranta Shabdaha. Okay, other Akaranta words. So this table can be used only when if we have Akaranta word and Pullinga word only. Okay. Akaranta means, see, Rama is ending with A. Okay, not Ram in Hindi. There is a Akara here, Rama. Okay, so that's why it's Akaranta, and we know it's a Pullinga. From the grammar, from the koshas, we know it's a Pullinga. So if you know ahead of time, there's a Pullinga Shabda ending with Akara, this is the same pattern you will do. So you memorize one table, you get 1,000 tables free for you or more than that. Okay, so I've given some simple sample words for you, which you can practice the same table with these words. For example, just for your, kind of helping you, I will take one word, other word, and try to insert into this and recite it for you. So you can also practice with all other words. Which word you want me to take? Anybody has any options?
Mataji, Sarp.
Sarpa. Okay, Sarp. Okay.
Sarpa,
Sarp.
sorry,
Okay.
Sarpa.
Sarpa. Okay, so we'll take Sarpa. That's a difficult word Mataji is giving. Okay, let's try. Okay, just see, once you memorize, you will be able to see the pattern and insert other word. If you don't memorize, it becomes again difficult. Okay, see. Sarpaha, sarpau, sarpaha, sarp iti pratama, sarpam, sarpau, sarpan iti dvitiya, sarpena, sarpabhyam, sarpaihi iti tritiya, sarpaya, sarpabhyam, sarpebhyah iti chaturthi, sarpat, sarpabhyam, sarpebhyah iti panchami, सर्पस्य सर्पयोः सर्पाणाम् इति षष्ठी, सर्पे सर्पयोः सर्पेषु इति सप्तमी, हे सर्पा, हे सर्पौ, हे सर्पाः इति संबोधन प्रथमा. Got it? So like that you have to practice with all these words. Then you will get the pattern stick in your mind, like how everything has to come. Another exercise for you is, within these words, even though table is almost the same, there is a slight variation in two places. One place I've already identified within these words. Okay, some of the words have a different form here, and some of the words have a different form. So I want you to do the research. Okay, go to the Shabda table in Ashtadhyayi, type this out or copy paste this and find the table and find out where there's a difference. There is one more place I've highlighted one place because otherwise you have to do a lot of scanning. There is one more place where the words differ. Even though I'm saying it's the same table, but if you have to be pakka, the pronunciation, there's difference in some tables. So that's a homework for you. Okay. Next, this is a homework. Okay, then today I want to teach you this mitra shabdaha. Okay, friend. So mitra is friend. Okay, mitram, right? Mama mitram asti. Okay, bhavati mama mitram asti. You are my friend. So this is actually napunsakalinga word. Okay, that's why we are now trying to cover the basic tables of all the lingas so that our vocabulary gets built up and we soon get into making sentences and understanding sentences. Okay, but this is also, see, a is there here, no? Akaranta. So it's also akaranta, napunsakalinga, mitra shabdaha. Okay, and the fun thing about this is rest of the table is exactly same except the first two rows are different. That's it. So you almost get now 2000 tables for free. If you just understand when it's a napunsakalinga, you just have to know the pattern here. The first two rows, and within this, the first row is equal to second row. So simple. All you have to do is learn three words. Mitram, mitre, mitrani. That's all. Pushpam, pushpe, pushpani. Patram, patram, patre, patrani. That's it. Okay. You need to know that's an napunsakalinga and akaranta, and you can insert all your words into this and make the same table. So what we'll do, because we are teaching this first time, I want somebody to repeat after me only the two rows. Who wants to do that can raise their hand. I'll give them the chance. Okay, who is that? Okay, guess some Guna Agata guest, Prabhu, somebody can unmute.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna
Gunagamya.
Mataji. Gunagamya. Okay. Okay, Mataji, just repeat after me. You can repeat two times.
Yeah.
Other people, please mute and repeat. Okay? Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Akarantaha,
Karantaha.
Napunsakalingaha,
Napunsakalingaha.
Mitra Shabdaha,
Mitra Shabdaha.
Mitram Mitre Mitrani,
Mitram Mitre Mitrani. Mitram
Iti.
Mitre Mitrani.
See, the na should be different now, Mataji. It should hit the roof. So
Yeah.
it should be
Mitrani.
Mitrani. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one also. Iti Pratama,
Iti Pratama. Iti Pratama.
Mitram Mitre Mitrani, Iti Dvitiya.
Mitram Mitre Mitrani. Iti Dvitiya.
Yeah, now your
Mitram.
Mitrani. Sorry.
Yeah.
Repeat,
Only
Mataji.
once, Mataji.
Repeat, sorry.
Yeah. Mitram Mitre Mitrani iti dvitiya.
Yeah, now your Mitrani came good, Mataji. You understand the difference, right? Now
Yes,
how you
yes,
were
Mataji.
telling, yes.
Yeah.
So see, I'm also not a native Sanskrit speaker, all of you know. All I try to do is consciously work on the pronunciation. So in the next class, we'll start teaching the letters, how it's supposed to be pronounced. All we have to do is consciously work on that and improve our pronunciation. So that way, we can we work hard so that we can offer our results nicely to our butter thief. So he will be pleased. Okay. Okay. So all you have to do is see, now if you see rest of the table is exactly like grammar table. So we are not going to do that, but you can, next class, I will give you the other sample words which you can insert and practice. So you can just memorize these first two lines and also that it's for Napunsakalinga. Okay, good. So that's also again your homework. So now I'll show all the homework in one slide. Again, make notes because this is a very crucial concept we studied today. You have to assimilate this. You can take your time, need not be in 1 week. Take your time, but don't lose momentum. And memorize the Rama table if you have not done, and the golden mapping. Okay, golden mapping is what is the Vibhakti, what is the meaning, and what is the form for Rama word. Okay, just Rama. That's it. And the poem, if you like it, it's already a video for that. You can see that. And practice using other Akaranta Shabdas. See, for example, Bala. So recite the same table with different words. So that way the pattern will stick in you. Okay. Then look up ashtadhyayi.com, Shabda Pataha for the given Shabdas. and identify how they differ from Rama Shabda. That's the exercise I've given. Next, memorize the Napunsakalinga Mitra Shabda. That is nothing but Mitra, Mitre, Mitrani. You might have already memorized it by now. Okay. Now look at your Gita chapter 1. With this Vibhakti meaning, try to understand the first chapter. At least, first shloka should be immediately evident for you what the meaning is. Now with this Vibhakti knowledge. So unless you understand the meanings and apply the concepts, it will not, you'll not be able to digest it. So every class, you'll again ask the same questions. So please, we have to move ahead. There's so much to cover. So we can do some work on ourselves so we can help ourselves learn. Okay. So what have we learned today? Again, I'm summarizing here. Is like we reviewed the Pāṇini system of base forms and suffixes, and how he went inside the word and broke it apart, dhatu and pratyayas. So pratyayas, the 21 of them, by the name, it's a collection, because the 21 suffixes starts with su and ends with pu. That's it. And the meaning of Vibhaktis, basic meaning, we understood. Prathama is a doer, Dvitiya is object. So we need to memorize that. That's our golden mapping. We need to memorize that. And ways to remember, we have given 3 ways. One is the prose, the story of our butter thief. Other one is a shloka from Vibhaktis, our acharyas have written. Other one is a poem. So there are so many ways. Yena kenapi prakarena manaha vibhaktyam niveshayet. Okay. Krishne vibhaktyam. Vibhakti is a Srilinga. So the Saptami will be vibhaktyam. Okay. Niveshayet. Okay. Next. Golden mapping, we revisited, we saw that already, against repeating. Then Shabda Pataha, we discussed other Akaranta Shabda and also Napunsakalinga Mitra Shabdaha. Okay, all of them, make sure we memorize. Okay, I have to show you something. So we organized everything in the Google Shared folder, right? So this will be also a useful tool for you. This link for this shared folder is in your WhatsApp group description. All the groups have this one. So please save this. Don't send me message. Where is the Google group link? Okay, please bookmark it and save this. And what is there right now? I'll show you what is there in this. Main thing is, first of all, there's a FAQ document. Okay, it has all the information. So for example, basic information. Where is a website? Where is a course page? YouTube channel? What are WhatsApp group links? Some people are referring this to the other friends and they are coming and asking, oh, how to join, where to join. So if you are referring to some friends, please give them the links directly. Let them join, no problem. As long as they can read the previous recordings and don't ask the basic questions again. It's okay. It's their due diligence. Okay, next, YouTube playlists. There are many playlists in our channel only, which are going to be useful for your studies. And I will actually, my videos, individual videos, what I'm giving are from these lists. But once you understand this list, you can navigate and use it on your own. For example, this is our playlist, the current series playlist, Sanskrit for Scriptural Study. There is Sanskrit resources where all the poems and how to read, write alphabet is given. And Shabda tables, all the table Shabda we are teaching will be in one playlist. And dhatu tables, like Mataji was asking, gachati, gachataha, gachanti, that will be in this playlist. And stories. When I taught Sanskritam last year for children, I discussed 5 Sanskrit stories with explanation in English. There you can understand how Vibhaktis are coming into play in a broader context, in a prose, in a story context. So if you are very curious, if you have time, have it a listen, and you will be able to understand more how to Vibhaktis are applied. And Amarakosha, what is it? We discussed, we gave a link last time. These are all Sanskrit related videos and links. Then local study groups, there's a link for how to join the local groups, which is nothing but a reference to Excel sheet here. But from here, you can navigate and go there. And how to use your study groups, what to do in this. Mainly, one thing which extra I added here is recite the tables at the beginning of the study groups and end of the study groups all the time. So that way, it's easy for people to remember. So for that, to help you with the tables, I've created a separate document just for the tables. Okay, it's like this. So like this, as and when I add more and more tables we teach in the class, it will be just in this table. So you can take a printout of this and just open that in your study groups and keep reciting one by one. Okay. Then how to's. Okay, how to download course material, how to type in Devanagari, how to learn Devanagari alphabet. Everything we discussed many times, but it's all in one place. So if your friend or you have questions, please come here first before you post a question. to the broader group. There are 250 people. We don't want to spam everybody. And also, you don't need to, if information is already there. So maybe, you can spare me also. Okay. And simple question. How will I know which concept is taught where? This is another thing. So what I've done is that I'm creating a course spreadsheet, and one Palika Mataji is helping me maintain this. So for each session, what is the name of the session, when it's covered, what's the YouTube link, and what it's covered. That is in the YouTube description, is in this spreadsheet. So you can always at certain points search this one and get to the previous sessions and listen to it again if needed. Okay. So you can search, this is searchable. So you can always, because I also will forget which session I taught what. So this will help me also to again go back and get some slides from there or whatever. Okay. So now what else is there? I discussed tables, and then this is our spreadsheet for study groups. So if you are not in a study group, if you wish to have a more, study group where other detailed questions can be asked and answered, join one of these groups. Our Aryan Prabhu is organizing this, helping me do that. There are groups created and there are moderators selected and the people are joining. So if you find this useful for your studies, you can always take advantage. These are all the tools we are providing. Okay. That's it. And then quiz. Okay, before quiz, or maybe we'll do the quiz, then we'll take questions. What do you think? Because some people may want to go, who have understood the concept, they may want to leave, right? So who wants a quiz first? Can raise their hand. Who is that? Raise the hands. I should have said thumbs up or something. Okay, everybody wants quiz first. Okay, so let's do that. So Aryan Prabhu, you're ready to take screenshot, no?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So I will start the quiz. So it has only 10 questions. Okay. So it should not, it's just, MCQ. Okay. Especially if you have revised the previous session, it should be like not less than 1 minute actually. Okay. But we will give you 3 minutes. Okay. Then I will end the quiz and we'll move to the next section. Or I will leave the quiz open while question answers are happening. People can address that also. Okay. So let's try to pull that thing. Hopefully this will work for me now. Let's see. Where is my polls and quizzes? Okay. Session 2, I'm launching. Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Okay, so looks like it's okay. So I'll end the poll. Yes? Because I'll end the poll and let's see the results. Or maybe if I end the poll, I'll not be able to see the results. Huh? Okay, I don't know. Okay, let's discuss this maybe. Okay, which of the following is not in Rama Shabdaha? Okay. So what are the answers?
Can you share the screen?
I'm sharing this. Oh, the Zoom, I'll not be able to, because it's Zoom, no, I'll not be able to see. Okay, I have to take a screenshot and show you. That becomes a big problem. Okay, what we can do is, I will ask each of you to tell your answer. Then I will tell whether it's correct or no. Okay. What I'll show is the questions actually. I have made a screenshot. I'll show you this one. Let's do that thing. Okay, see here questions are there. You can see the screen now?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, so the first question is this. Okay, so I'll make it a little bit bigger. Okay, here you go. Which of the following is not in the Rama Shabdaha? Okay.
Rama-bihi.
Rama-bhi.
Rama-bhi is correct. And what is the
First.
what is the other? There is one more word. Ramayoh. Okay. Ramayoh is the right word. Ramoh is not there. Okay. So that's a tricky question. Okay, next. Next question was, which of the following is in the Rama Shabdaha? Yes.
Except the fourth one.
Except the fourth one, it should be Ramanam. Okay, another na is there. So that's the test for your observation and pronunciation. Okay, Ramena is there. Whenever na comes here, same thing should come here. Ramena is there, Ramanam should be there, but Nasika na is there, so this is not there. Okay, next.
Mataji, Ramesu is also not.
Correct. Ramesu is also not there. It should be Rameshu. Okay? Shu. Okay, good. Very good. Next. Which of the what are the characteristics of Sanskrit language? This is simple, I think. So what is the
Second, third.
One word has
Second,
has
and one fourth meaning.
okay
Many
has
words for
all
one meaning. 3 word order.
okay. Okay, many
Three
words
word
for
order.
one meaning. Free word order is
Three
correct.
word order.
One word has many. One second.
Many meanings.
One word has many meanings is correct. We write the way we speak is correct. Has only singular and plural is wrong.
It's
Correct?
wrong.
What does it
Yeah.
have? It has
Vivachanam.
Dual
Vivachanam.
also.
Vivachanam
Three, three,
yes.
Dual.
it's a
Yes,
Singular,
it has
plural,
dual.
dual.
Correct. Okay. Can we what is this?
nature,
Oh, I
table.
think there is can we table in neuter gender in Sanskrit? What is this? Maybe my question has a problem.
Yeah.
No gender is
Right.
tied. No gender is tied to the word that denotes the object.
Oh, see, I should say word say. Can we say table is I'm sorry, I missed the word say. Can we say table is neuter gender in Sanskrit? So the answer is gender is not tied to the objects, it's tied to the word itself. Okay?
Yeah.
No. Answer is no. Correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Choose the grammatically correct word
Sundari.
for this sentence.
Sundari.
Sundari Radha. Okay, good. Sundari Radha. Okay, good. Purush. So Uttama Purusha is what?
I.
We both.
Okay.
We both are.
Pratama Purusha is?
He, she, it.
He, she, this.
He, she.
Yes. Madhyama Purusha is other one. You both.
You both.
Okay, good, good. And okay, what is this? Okay, we are doing technical term matching. Words denoting action.
Yeah.
Kriya
Pronounce.
Sarvanama Padani.
Okay. Okay. Words denoting action. Kriya Padani. Pronouns are Sarvanama Padani. Verbal root is
Dhatu.
Dhatu. Okay. Others, please hold on. There is a small child who is trying to answer. Let's give her a chance. Okay. What is nominal stem? The child, I don't know. Who is that? Who is that talking? I don't know.
Śyāmalī, Mataji, Śyāmalī.
Oh, Śyāmalī. Oh, Haribol, Śyāmalī. Okay. What is Pratipadikam, Śyāmalī?
Nominal stem.
Oh, super. So Śyāmalī attended our children's class the whole year. Now, so she's advanced a little bit and she's attending the adult class.
And she tried to
good.
help me in the exam.
Oh, very good.
I tried to help my dad because he was like, what's dhatu? I'm like, okay, dhatu is a verbal root. He's like, no, dhatu is not a verbal root. I'm like, that's what Mom said, and it is correct.
See, now she's teaching. Okay, let's move on. Thank you, Śyāmalī. Okay, typical rule to identify genders in Sanskrit. Okay. Ending with ma is Napumsakalinga.
Linga.
Ending with a or e is Strilinga. Ending with visarga is Pullinga. Okay? Yeah. Yes. Then pick the correct linga. Okay. Himam.
Napumsakam.
Mihika.
Strilinga.
Niharaha.
Pullinga.
Nadi.
Strilinga.
Strilinga. Dirgha is there, no? Strilinga. Okay, good. Next one. Last question. Prakriti Pratyaya matching. Supratyaya is the base form of Supratyaya is Pratipadikam. There's a dirgha here. Pratipadikam. And the root form for Ting Pratyaya is Dhatu. Okay, good. I think I'm getting a feel. People are understanding and they're able to respond. How many of you like the quiz?
Very nice.
Okay, good.
Very nice. Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Very
Okay.
nice quiz.
Thank you, Śyāmalī. Okay, let's move on. Then whoever, if they don't have any questions, they want to drop, I'm okay. Please drop and maybe we'll take 10 minutes to
Mataji, what is exactly the meaning of cardinality?
Cardinality means basically it's a word indicating the, I don't know what else to, maybe somebody who's good in English. Nandasutta Prabhu, can you explain? What is cardinality in another words in English?
Mataji, I myself don't know, not that good with grammar.
Yeah, so cardinality indicates
duality,
that,
and multiplicity.
indicates the number of the objects.
Yeah, Vachanam, no?
Vachanam, yeah, it's Vachanam. So that's a word in English. That's it.
Mataji,
Vachanam.
can you go to the previous slide with the homework one?
Yes, Prabhuji.
I just wanted to, copy that part. Yeah.
No, I'll give you the PDF. You will be able to download. Don't worry about anything. Okay.
Okay.
Next,
Okay.
so let's take the questions related to the topic. Okay. So I don't know how much slides we have to navigate. So let's put a time limit. Okay. Let's end at 8:15 max. Other questions you can discuss in your study groups. Okay. And if suppose it's still not resolved in study groups, then we can take it up next class. Okay. So I'll try to give chance to people who have not gotten chance so far. Okay, Mataji, K Mataji, I think you should all put your names so I can address you nicely. I think Konika Gope, I forget your
Konika
name,
Mataji.
seeing your K.
Yes.
Please
Yeah.
ask Mataji.
Mataji, my question is, when we greet each other, we say namaskaram. So is that a napumsak linga shabdaha, or is it punglinga shabdaha, but we are using the as an object?
Namaskaraha, we say namaskaraha, right?
Should
Namaskaraha.
we say namaskaraha or namaskaram? Because I saw a lot of people say namaskaram.
Namaskaram. Maybe that's in a different language, but in Sanskritam, namaskaraha.
Namaskaraha. So it is
Namaskaraha.
a punglinga sabda? Like
Yes,
what is
it's a
the word?
pullinga. Pullinga.
Okay, namaskaraha would be the right thing, right?
Yes, namaskara. Or they can say namaste, namahate. Okay. Okay, next. Srijita Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you for the wonderful class and thank you for your amazing examples. Mataji, I want to ask one thing, like in the Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam words, like all the words are Napunsakling words, like the 4 words.
Correct. Correct. That's all?
Okay, yes, Mataji,
Okay.
I just wanted to.
Aryan Prabhuji.
Hare
Whoever
Krishna,
has
Mataji.
answered the question, you can lower your hand. Okay. Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji, for the amazing session. Mataji, I had a question about the Chaturthi Vibhakti, where we took the example of Ramaya Namaha when having obeisances too. So I was just thinking, Mataji, about that verse Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam. So in that verse, Mataji, we don't have a Chaturthi Vibhakti, but we are offering obeisances unto Narayana, unto Nara and Narottama. So how can we understand that?
Very good question. So Narayanam Namaskritya, right? Namaskritya. So then there is another rule. If only Namaha is used, then Chaturthi will come. But Namaskritya or something else is used, then it becomes an object. Narayanam we use, not Narayanaya. Understand?
So that becomes
So
Dvitiya
this is
Vibhakti.
yes. So literally, when the word Namaha is there, then only
Uh-huh.
the rule is to use Chaturthi. Otherwise, it can take Dvitiya form.
Okay, Mataji, understood.
Good.
Thank you.
Very good question. Okay. Next one, Manish Kumar Prabhu.
Mataji, am I audible, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, yeah.
Mataji, like today during the class, you just told us there will be some difference we have to notice in some of the vibhaktis or some of the words. I mean, I was just wondering, there actually, like I was looking like Gaja, Gajat and Gaja. I pinged in the chat.
So Prabhuji, that's a homework. You don't need to discuss now. You can do on your own, and then we can discuss in the study groups, or I can bring up in the class next class, because everybody has to work on it. No.
Okay, my question was, Mataji, just one, like Nadi, how to decide that Nadi is a Napunsakling, Mataji? I mean,
Nadi
is there
Nadi is not Napunsakalinga. Nadi is a Strilinga, no.
Okay. Ikaran. Okay.
So gradually we'll cover other lingas. Don't worry. We'll have more tables to memorize.
He's asking if A and E it comes at the end, that is Strilingam, right?
Yes. That is a normal rule, basic rule, but there are many other expansions. Like for example, Harihi. Hari is a Pullinga Shabda, but it ends with Rasva Ikaraha. Okay, so there are other rules, but the basic thumbnail usually Acharyas have given is this much, but there are many flavors to that. So many other shabdas we need to learn. Don't worry. There are at least minimum 50 shabdas we need to learn, memorize. Okay, next. Who else? Sanjay Prabhu. There are two Sanjay Prabhus.
Yes, Mataji. So, I had a question about the poem for Vibhaktis you had on one of the slides. Their poem for Vibhaktis, where you
Okay, Prabhuji.
yes, this one. So the first one, Krishna Rakshatu Naha. So it is a Prathama Vibhakti. So why we don't say Krishna?
There is a Sandhi rules, Prabhuji. That's what I explained a little bit. So Krishna, when it's followed by a Ra, there is a transformation. It becomes Krishna.
Okay.
That's what we see in many shlokas also. But if you see word to word, you'll be able to identify that Prabhupada has given Visarga. So that's why the word to word is a very wonderful tool for us. Until we get to Sandhis, even after Sandhis, to perfect the Sandhis, we can always use Prabhupada's word to word. It's a magic he created. We can use all the resources to learn these tools. So we will see in Shloka, O is there. But in the word to word, you'll say Visarga is there. So you can immediately understand the Visarga got transformed into Okara. So that's it.
Mataji, sorry to interrupt. Would it be wrong to say Krishna Rakshatu? Would it be wrong to say?
It will not be wrong.
Okay,
It's basically for the sake of learning, we can always say Krishna Rakshatu Naha. But in shlokas especially, all the sandhis have to be applied. Okay. For example, in the prose sentence I gave, I didn't apply sandhis because to make it easy. And I myself, see, one thing is to identify what are the sandhis, break apart. Other thing is to compose shlokas where you need to make this transformation ourselves. That's another skill set altogether, that requires a lot of, foundational learning from childhood. So, but if you see this form, at least if we can guess there is a Visarga, then we understand Sakaranta Shabda. Oh, it's a doer. That's it. At least half of our understanding will be clear. Okay. But when to make this Okara, those rules, of course, we'll cover a little bit. But to memorize, assimilate, and make our own shlokas, that will take much work. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And who else? Parashraya Das Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, humble obeisances. Mataji, in the Sambodhan Vibhakti, the Rama, like it doesn't have Visarga, but it has some exclamation mark. But the sound is coming exactly like Visarga. Hey Ramaha. So what is the correct pronunciation?
No, we should not tell Visarga. Hey Rama. That's all. Hey Rama.
Hey Rama.
That's all. We should not tell the Visarga. And exclamation is to basically tell, I'm addressing somebody. That's it. Okay? Yes. Next one, Tarun Gupta Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, can you hear me?
Yes.
Mataji, one question I had on the Dandena, which you used in the Krishna story breaking news. So we have Na at the end in the Tritiya Vibhakti, Ramena. But in the Dandena, it is Dandena. So is it the exception which you were talking about here?
Yes. So why are you leaking homework answers, Prabhuji?
No, I'm not leaking. I just had that question, Mataji. And also one more request.
But one more part is there. No, there is one more word like that. You have to identify what is that. Okay?
Yeah.
Not you, everybody. Okay, don't tell. Okay.
Will you be sharing the quiz questions also with answers?
Sorry, Prabhuji, quiz?
Will you be sharing quiz questions with the answers also with us? Because we might have done something wrong, so we can refer what we did.
Yes, Prabhuji. In the Google Shared Drive, there'll be another document called quizzes where the questions and answers will be given. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yes, I know all of you are making me do more work. It's okay. It's fine.
Mataji, I really wanted to say thanks to you, and the way you have organized the whole course and the content, it's really amazing. I mean, it is really, really very professional. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful for this opportunity. I could be, useless for devotees, but somehow Krishna and Guru are making me do something for all of you. So I'm very grateful. And in the process, I may do a lot of mistakes. Please, all the Vaishnavas with a broad-minded heart, kindly forgive me. Okay? Yeah. Okay, next, Manasi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. I have two quick questions. In the quiz, Mataji, Striling is E and A ending. So in the question, Sundari Radha, there was also an option Sundara. Would that be okay to say because it's ending with A?
Because that's a specific question to test who has attended the previous session. Because there I've specifically given Sundari Radha and I've explained Sundara is not a proper word in Sanskritam. Okay? Okay, Mataji.
And then in the tables, you also wrote that, you know, for pulling different words we can use for the same table. You wrote Achala as one of the word. Isn't Achala Napunsakling?
No, Achala in Sanskritam is Pullinga. So it becomes Achalaha, Achalau, Achalaha. Okay. And the way to check
Thank you,
what linga is what is, okay, that's too advanced. I don't want to share now. Right now, you just take it what I've given. Later, I'll show you how to, for yourself to look up. Okay? Yeah. Okay, last, Sanjay Prabhu is still raising hand. Is it the same Sanjay Prabhu? I don't know.
No, Mataji. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can
so
ask the question.
Hare Krishna Mataji. So I was just asking that in the table, Sambodhan Prathama you are writing. So is it like Sambodhan always used as a Prathama Vibhakti? That's why you are mentioning that? Or?
Yeah, because the same suffixes of, su, aujas are used for Sambodhana also. That's why traditionally they call it as Prathama Vibhakti, Sambodhana Prathama. Because it's like you're addressing that one person. Okay, Prabhuji?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Bal Ganesh Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, a small doubt. So regarding Sambodhana, so Hey Krishna we can use. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also uses Krishna, Krishna, Hey. So we can reverse it and that also will become Sambodhana Vibhakti.
Yes, Prabhuji. Because Sanskrit is a free word order. You can tell anywhere. No problem. Okay. And so many places they don't use the word Hey also. In many of the shlokas, that's a whole problem. Not problem, that's what we need to understand. Whenever we see Rama as a word, we need to figure out whether the Visarga got a lopa. You know, there are cases where the Visarga gets erased versus whether they are doing a Sambodhana. So we need to really understand the meaning. Then only we'll be able to understand whether it's a Prathama Vibhakti with a lopa or a Sambodhana. You know, and it can come anywhere. That's the whole problem. Okay? Okay, good.
Okay, yeah, Hey Radhe Prajadevike, that also is like that.
Hey Radhe. That's for the Akaranta Shabda. So next class we will study the Akaranta Shabda. No problem. Okay, Prabhu. Okay, Tarun Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, one question from the quiz I had. There was a answer that the way we speak, we write Sanskrit in the same way. But we can write in a different order also, right? I mean, because Sanskrit doesn't need exactly the same order we speak, right?
So did you attend the first session, Prabhuji?
Yes, Mataji, I attended.
So who can tell what example I've given for that, for this concept? Who can tell? I gave an example in English. Okay, Archana Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, you gave that whichever alphabet we are pronouncing in Sanskrit, it should be pronounced in the same manner. Like PUT put in English is PUT put, but BUT is but. So whether it's BUT, that doesn't every time sound but. So this is the way we write, the way we speak in Sanskrit.
Very good, Mataji. Thank you so much. I'm doing some testing. Prabhuji, you're clear, right? So the free word order is between the words. Like, any word can come anywhere. The where we speak is where we write is within the word. Whenever sha and na is coming, always it's pronounced as shnaha. Anywhere it is. It doesn't change.
I think I was taking at the sentence rather than the word. So I was thinking words can be in any order, but I think the question was about the word itself.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare
Krishna. Okay, so I think all the questions are done, right? So we'll go to the last slide and we'll offer everything to our dear Krishna butter piece so he can continue stealing our hearts more and more and breaking our hearts. Okay. So, Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. We'll see you all next week. And how many of you liked the breaking news? I didn't get a
Very
lot of
wonderful.
hearts.
Amazing.
Very nice, Mataji.
Thank you,
It was a
Prabhuji. Hare
very
Thank you
Krishna.
very
nice,
much,
funny
Matji.
breaking news.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. See you all next week. Happy learning.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Mataji. Thank you so much.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.